All right, court is calling 2023 CR 7389, State of Texas versus Michael Ugui. All right, you entered a plea of no contest to count one on January 22nd. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application, and there's to be restitution to Timothy Clay. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Judge.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So why do they have in here? My medical bills are about $30,000.
So, Judge, I talked with the complainant. There is a civil lawsuit that's currently pending against the taxi cab company, and I believe also the defendant is listed in that. I did tell the complainant that he would have an opportunity if he asked or if he needed more time to gather any documentation of restitution, that we would be able to give him that opportunity if I requested a restitution hearing. He decided that the amount that was listed to the PSI, that $4,000, was sufficient.
All right. All right.
That is correct. There is a pending civil lawsuit in which Mr. Uli was sued, as well as Greater San Antonio Transportation Company and a third corporation.
All right. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Michael.
Last name?
Ugu.
All right, defense.
Mr. Uli, you understand that the court is going to make a decision today on your application for deferred adjudication of community supervision. Is that right?
Yes.
You had indicated to me that you wanted to address the court prior to that decision. Is that right?
Yes.
What is it that you want the judge to know before making a decision in this case?
Well, I want to ask the judge, tell the judge that since I've been in the United States, I try to do anything that I know that is right to do. I try to do my job. I work 2 jobs, I work 3 jobs, and then I never try to harm anybody, and I don't want to do that either. And if you can give me a chance, I do never want to come to this place anymore, not in my lifetime. I don't wish to come back here in my lifetime around this building.
All right, let's get to what happened.
Yes.
That's where I'm at.
Thank you, Judge. On the night that this happened, do you recall the night that this incident happened?
The night that this incident happened, yes, I do.
Okay. Can you tell the judge what, from beginning to end, if you can, when you first got a call to go pick up these people, the victim, Timothy Clay, and I believe it was his mother, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. What was it like when you, just tell the court what happened when you picked them up, and where you picked them up from, if you recall.
I was waiting on the gas station where we used to pick up the PTI people, which is the people that drive the train. Those are the people that I usually pick up. I don't drive in the street. And I got a call. I thought it was the PTI. I clicked on it, and you can't cancel it, because you cancel it, there'll be a penalty for that. They take you out from the clock for 1 hour. You can walk. So I try to go pick the people. When I get there, the mom, I was waiting for them. They didn't come. I tried to leave, and I called the phone and tell them that I'm about to leave. They said for me to wait, that they are coming. And when I get there, I only have like 15 minutes to call them and start the clock. And I start the clock. Before they get there, it's already $3.50, which is the night shift, because in the morning it's $2.50. In the night it's $3.50. And they said, why was the mirror $3.50? I said, I don't make the mirror. I don't have anything to do with the mirror. Mirror has been set by the company. And then the mother get inside the car and calling the son and never showed up. I was trying to tell the woman, if you can go ahead and leave so I can take the car and go back and stay so I don't lose my queue on the line. And the lady begged me, please, it's too cold. Let's have a patient for my son. And I waited there. When before the son is gonna come, the meter is already $7 something. We got on the road, driving on the road. The mother said, man, I don't have the money to pay for this. It's already $10. I said, ma'am, I have no control how the meter go. Mine is to drive. So when I get to the place, I stop the car and the mother got off. They called the son, who was sleeping on the back of the chair, on the rear back.
The third row.
Third row. And then keep calling the name, the boy didn't wake up. He keep calling, the boy didn't wake up. And then when they tried to pay me, they said they don't have no money. I am not saying this being kind of a racist. I look at the black people like me. I called the taxi company. I said, these people didn't pay me. They say for me, call police. I look at it, why am I gonna call police from them now? And then I leave the mother stepped out and leave and start calling the boy. The boy is still there, sleeping. I said, please, can you get down so I can leave? And then I drove my car. And when she got off from the car, she hit it on the car, he hit on my car and spit all over me, and then walk away. I drove her back, and then I left. When I leave, when I was leaving, maybe the time he's hitting on me, I don't know if I hit him or not, but I can tell you I didn't hit him. I can tell you I hit him because the whole thing, it was like.
Oh, let's just stop right there. Have you seen the video?
No, what I'm saying is, I can't tell you if I hit him or not because the thing is, I was driving back, and then it was something. When you're driving on the drive-through, one is like the pavement when you're climbing down, and if I climb down that pavement, we hit the car because the taxi was not owned by me, it was owned by the company, and anything that happens to it, you have to pay for it. So
let's slow down there and kind of get to the judge's point here. You said that you backed up and that you were concerned that backing up because I guess the difference in height between the street and the driveway would damage your vehicle.
Yes.
Okay, but you've seen the video in this case, right?
Yes.
And do you recall pulling forward first and then reversing?
Yeah, I pull forward.
Okay. Now, did you in the video you saw Mr. Clay there, is that right? You see him on the side of your vehicle, right?
Yes.
That night though, did you see him there that night? You remember seeing him on the side of your vehicle that night when you pulled forward?
Actually, when he was on the front,
yes.
I don't know if I can't really tell you exactly how all those things happen.
Okay.
Honestly, because this have been long time.
Well, let me just stop you right there.
Yes, yes.
Do you need to see the video? Because the video is in the steps. You want to watch that with your attorney?
I think we've seen it enough, Judge.
Well, I mean, because he appears to be saying something that's different from what the court remembers in the video.
I don't believe he is, Judge. I think he's trying to tell the court that he did pull forward and that he backed up and that.
Well, no, he's saying that the complainant's mother spit on him.
No, complainant's mother. No.
No, he spit on you?
Yeah.
And hit you?
Yes.
All right. Is that in the video?
Judge, no, it didn't. Oh, sorry.
Judge, the video is a doorbell cam from across the street that only catches certain things. It doesn't. It's not the vehicle's video. Although it had it, the video did have the vehicle was equipped with a video but evidently something the taxi company says they can't find it, Judge. There's the video isn't that the courts that's in the evidence, Judge, is just a brief few. I think it's about actually maybe 12, 15 seconds of the activity. It's not the entire video. In fact, you don't even see the mother who got out. I think a considerable amount of time before that. You don't even see her getting out. I think all you see is Mr. Clay on the side, and then you see Mr. Clay. It looks like he's crouched down or something, standing up, and then at that point, Mr. Hugo is backing up again, and Mr. Clay is walking up to the house. It's just a very few seconds.
Okay.
A few seconds, just so.
All right,
I
you can
believe
ask more questions.
I'm sorry.
I said you can ask more questions.
Thank you. So you're not denying that you may have hit him, is that right? You don't tell the court you don't recall.
I don't recall. I do not.
Okay. But either way, as a driver, you understand that you have an obligation to be on the lookout for people on both sides of your vehicle. Is that right?
Of course.
Okay. And if you did hit him, then you didn't live up to that obligation. Fair to say?
If I hit him, I didn't do it on purposes. I don't mean to hit him. I don't want to hit nobody.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Good. That's what I wanted to clarify for the court. Now, if the court is to give you an opportunity on your probation on deferred adjudication of community supervision, are you willing to do whatever the court asks you to do?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that you can be successful on community supervision or probation?
100%.
And as far as your criminal history, this is your only felony, is that correct?
Yes.
And I think the PSI indicates that there were 2 other cases you had misdemeanors that were either dismissed or rejected in some way. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that you don't have any criminal history in Nigeria, do you?
No.
Your work history, the PSI indicates that you were working from 2005 to 2016 for the same company, Baptist Health System. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Were you steadily employed with that company?
Yes, I was, but I'm not working with them.
No, I understand. And since that time, I think you told the court earlier, you've been working 2 and 3 jobs at a time. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you working 2 or 3 jobs at a time?
To support my wife to go to nursing school
Okay. And your family, your kids?
and my children.
And the 2 of you are actually separated at this point, is that right?
Yes.
And I think that's indicated in the PSI also. The PSI also indicates that you don't have any drug or alcohol issues. Do you use drugs or drink at all?
I don't smoke. I don't drink.
And do you believe that you can be successful if given an opportunity on community supervision?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Could you pass that witness, Judge?
Any questions?
Just a couple, Judge. Really briefly, Mr. Wu, would it surprise you that in the PSI you never once mentioned that the complainant struck you?
I told the lady.
Yeah, have you had a chance to review the PSI?
No, I told the lady exactly. She asked me.
Now, the question is, have you had a chance to review the PSI?
Mm,
Would you like a chance?
Just Mr. Uber's reading level is evidently rather low according to the PSI. I'm sorry. Judge, Mr. Uber's reading level is rather low according to the pre-sentence
All right.
report. It's around level 1, but I will tell the court that I read him that entire document.
All right. Do you need your attorney to reread to you that report?
he read it to me.
My question is, do you need him to reread it to you?
No, ma'am.
All right. And when you say his reading level is at a certain point, that's the English language, correct?
It didn't specify, Judge. His education level is also very low.
Mhm.
And I think it's not as low as his reading level. But it would be, I would assume it's English, yes.
All right, then you can ask your questions.
The only other thing I'll ask, Judge, would the court be able to play the disc?
Right. I tell you what, this is what I'll do. I am going to let you all sit back so that he can rewatch the video. And it's a video from the vehicle that night.
It's a video from the doorbell.
From the doorbell, yes.
Bring camera, Judge.
All right. So if you all step back and watch that, and if you will talk to him about his PSI report.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
I
thank
can do that.
So that's the PSI report. So that's what probation prepares. And those are stipulations. That's what he agreed to was true. All right, we're going to go back on the record. And 2023 CR 7389, Michael Ugu. Could I have parties re-announced for the state
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
defense?
Only as long as somebody happens to be.
All right. And did you have a chance to review everything, Mr. Ugu?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue with your questions.
So, Mr. Wu, so you saw the video right during the clip, is that correct?
Yes,
And you saw from at least the video that it was a well-lit area, is that correct?
yes,
You also saw that you turned right into the driveway, is that correct?
yes,
But then once you made contact with the complainant, you reversed, went back to your original position and then turned left, is that correct?
yes, I turned because I wanted to take off from the same way that I came.
Right, but again, my point is that you had the ability to turn left from the beginning, is that correct?
No, I can't turn left because I didn't come that way.
I know, but what I'm saying is because you're doing a U-turn. Start your turn by going right. In the video, you reverse, go back to the original spot, then you turn left and do a U-turn, right?
I went in, then I went out, back off to turn out, to go the same way.
It's okay, sir. The video shows what it shows.
Okay.
Pass the witness.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
All right. I'll hear argument.
Judge has stayed silent, so.
No, I mean, yes, thank you.
Judge, Mr. Ugu is 46 years old. He has no prior felony criminal history, and his only misdemeanor history has been dismissed. We specifically asked in this, when we pled on this particular case, we specifically asked for the inclusion of the word reckless in the indictment that Mr. Ugu pled no contest to, Judge, and we did that for a specific reason. Mr. Ugu has testified that he did not see Mr. Clay there, and that he did not intentionally hit Mr. Clay. And that is true. Mr. Ugu understands, though, that as a driver of a vehicle, he has an obligation to be on the lookout for individuals. And in this particular case, he understands that he was at least reckless in that regard. He's not trying to, he reported some things he testified to some things that happened prior to this video. And that he indicated that he told the probation officer that was doing this report. They're not included in there, and I don't think Mr. Ugu is looking to in any way deny responsibility or shove responsibility onto Mr. Clay for those actions, because he knows that wasn't related to the particular driving facts. It's just his recollection of what happened that night. This video that we see, and it's part of the evidence, was very challenging to obtain, Judge. And for some reason, the officers that obtained this particular video didn't get any more than what they actually obtained. I would imagine that there would have been much more to that particular video or subsequent videos, since when everybody agrees that the mother gets out of the van, you never see the mother in that video anywhere. So we know that there's just a small snippet of what happened that night. We did the best we could to get the actual videos from the vehicle, because taxis have, and this particular taxi did in fact have videos, but that evidently was lost with the taxi company. And being that there's a civil claim pending, it's not surprising, Judge. But in regards to Mr. Ugu, Judge, he has no prior criminal history. He is an American citizen. He's a naturalized citizen. It appears from everything is set out in this report that he would be a good candidate for probation. He's got a steady work history. He had the same employer from 2005 to 2016. Since that time and up until the time that he was arrested on this case, he was working 2 and 3 different jobs. He's been a CNA for years. He is certified as a CNA. He lost that job when he got indicted on this case. He's been working trying to drive for different companies. I'm not sure if the court understood what he was talking about with the railroad, but what happens is there was a contract with the railroad that he was a driver for the engineers and such that work on the railroad. And so that's a specific little unique area that he was working in. So, you know, Judge, he's accepting responsibility. He doesn't remember everything that happened and doesn't, didn't necessarily see Mr. Clay there, but he's not trying to deny that he was reckless about not looking out for that Mr. Clay. So I think that is clear, Judge. So he is accepting responsibility in that sense. The PSI indicates that he's got some health problems, some heart problems, some high blood pressure. He was in the hospital for a couple of weeks. He's, interestingly, Judge, on the goal section of that particular report indicates that he wants to be a good father, and he wants to learn also the ways of this particular country. So he's got aspirations of getting better, Judge, of being a better person. And he didn't in that PSR interview, he didn't say, poor me, I want to be free. He says, I want to be a better father. I want to learn to be a better father. I want to learn the customs and such of this particular country that he's naturalized into and he's made his home. So I think that's important, Judge, and I think that's reflective of the kind of person that Mr. Ugu is. He has family support, his brother's here, representing his family, his parents are back in Nigeria. His friend took off work today, came to support him. So he does have a stable history support system, Judge. We believe, Judge, that he would be a very good candidate for deferred adjudication. And I don't think that you'll ever see him before this court again, Judge.
Okay, so here are my questions. It appears, and I want both parties to correct me if I'm wrong. What appears to have happened is you have two complainants. Both of them are intoxicated, according to the police report. There's some issue about the fare to be paid for the service of driving them from one location to the other location. What has been cleared up for the court is that he was waiting for them and the meter was running as he was waiting. It appears that the complainants were upset that the meter is running and they're not in the vehicle. And then they go to the location. There is some discussion about money. The complainants say he wanted his money up front as opposed to when they were dropped to the location. Guess there's some discrepancy in that because he's testifying no. Then the complainant's mother leaves the vehicle, goes to the house, and then the second complainant gets hit by the vehicle. The complainants then called the taxi service first, as opposed to calling the police. And then they call the police, but they don't want the sirens or anything else of that nature. Is that the scenario? Am I missing something here?
To fill in a couple, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't believe so, Judge.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. I know the complainant doesn't want you to have probation. They think you should be in prison. But my job is to make the decisions with the information that I have and to look at it objectively. And sometimes if you're the complainant and involved in a situation, you can't look at it objective. That's why you're not on the jury. All right, the court will sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution in the amount of $4,299.43 to Timothy Clay. There's to be no contact with Timothy Clay. And what do you do for a living now?
I work in RestCare. I just started there.
started,
respite care.
no, he started last week with RestCare, RESCARE. It's took me a while to figure it out, but Judge, what it is, it's a the company that provides drivers for people that live in group homes, private group homes. It's like a assisted living facility, except it's in a private home. And his job is to transport them to doctor's appointments, transport them to grocery store, wherever they need to go. And then he stays at the facility and administers. He doesn't administer medication. He watches the people take the medication that they're supposed to take to make sure that they're taking what they're supposed to take when they're supposed to take it. And then he locks the medicine up. He doesn't evidently, I think he hands them the bottle, but they do everything else. And then they hand them back the bottle. And he puts
Wait,
it in
who
the-
does he hand the bottle to?
The residents there, they're assisted
young.
living. They're not incapable. They're just, it's
They're okay. They can,
Yeah.
they can
They're
take
mentally
their
competent.
medicine, they cook their food. I will make sure they didn't take overdose. If I give them the medicine, I will read the bottle and see if the doctor tell them take one in the morning, I'll make sure they take one, they didn't take two. And then I'll write it on the paper, make sure that that is two. I put it on the counter and lock it up.
it's
So RestCare doesn't have a nurse for this. People are just taking shortcuts all over the place, aren't they?
yes, Judge.
Miss Abrams? Should he be working at this RestCare handing out medication? I don't even know if that's legal to do. Here's the thing, I don't even know if that's legal for him to do that.
We get trained over there. They train us how to give those things. And
What, a
make-
one-day training?
Yes, and they will tell us if they don't want to take it, they say no, just get it from them, put it on the counter and lock it back. And then the medicine and themselves, they can request it, they know the time to take it, they know all their medicine, they cook.
So
their food.
here's the thing. I don't know what's happening at RestCare, but I know that shouldn't be happening. And you just told me that his reading level is not such where you had to read the
That's-
PSI report for him,
Yes.
and yet they have him passing out medication.
It's worse than that, Judge. They pay him $9 an hour.
Oh, well, RestCare. He's not allowed to pass out medications at RestCare. He can drive, but he's not allowed to pass out medications.
I don't pass it. I give it,
Oh,
But
you're not allowed to give them
I
medication.
can't give it to them. They know their medicine, all of them.
Yeah.
They are aware.
No,
Mm.
this is what I want you to understand.
Yes.
I'm not going to allow you to do that. I can't believe RestCare is allowing that. RestCare should have somebody there who's actually either a licensed nurse to do that. I mean, otherwise,
That's the way all of.
some people have a need, I'm not going to say this, but I have relatives who are not even out of high school. Do they want to hire them and pay them $9 to look at a bottle of medication and say, oh, here's your medication, and then I'll lock it up if you don't take it? I don't know what's happening with RestCare. I don't know what's happening with people who run home healthcare providers. I guess some people don't care what's happening at places where people are vulnerable, but I'm not going to allow him to do that part of the job. As far as transporting, I don't even know if he should be driving. What's happened with regards to his license with this incident?
His license is fine, but it wasn't affected by it.
All
He
right.
just can't find work
Well,
as a driver.
I mean, you're going to have to find something else. There's McDonald's, there's Chick-fil-A, there's Whataburger, there's Bill Miller's. You're going to have to work somewhere else. And they'll pay you more than $9 an hour. I think McDonald's is paying more. So you can't work at a home healthcare provider. I don't allow people who are on probation in my court to work as a home healthcare provider or work with minors. All right, 8 years deferred adjudication, restitution in the amount of $4,299.43 to Timothy Clay. No contact with Timothy Clay. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And probation, his handing out medications to people, I consider that is being a home health care provider, and he's not allowed to do it. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, 200 hours of community service restitution. How many children do you have? What are their ages?
I have a 23. I have a 12. I have 14. And then I have a 12, 23, and 16, and then Destiny 14.
All right. I'm going to ask for 200 hours community service restitution. He's going to do parenting classes. Once he completes that, the restitution hours will be deemed satisfied. He's going to take anger management and defensive driving. And there'll be a field visit one time per month for 3 months. And then at discretion. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse.
Yes. All right, whenever you all are ready on Mr. Simmons, let me know.
What makes this case so compelling isn't just the incident itself. It's how the court navigated responsibility. The defendant didn't claim intent, but that wasn't the issue. The law doesn't always require intent. Recklessness alone can be enough, especially when operating a vehicle. And that's exactly where things turned. His own admission that he might have hit him and didn't fully recall, combined with video evidence, created enough doubt about his awareness behind the wheel. But then comes the unexpected twist. The judge's focus shifts to something bigger than the case: public safety in healthcare settings. The idea that someone with limited reading ability could be overseeing medication distribution, that clearly struck a nerve. It raises a powerful question. How many systems are quietly cutting corners without accountability? In the end, the court balanced punishment with opportunity. Deferred adjudication instead of prison, but with strict conditions. A second chance, but not without consequences. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think the judge made the right call? Should this have resulted in prison time instead? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.